fed. You said what was happening with it? Oh yeah, 'cause you be on when all the killers on, B. You ain't no killer, dog. It's the weekend, bro. I mean, Warzone be cracking at night. At night it be cool. You see how it was Saturday. Saturday I was over here marking shit. You said you done injured your quarterback. Oh, alright, so what the fuck? Oh, oh, so they only playing that. Alright. So this should be this should be that. That's stupid, man. What the hell is going on? Who? Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy work, bro. Yeah, you couldn't see nothing because you could see they 40 and shit at first. Yeah, bro. He was tripping. He was tripping for real. Yeah, yeah, it's over with. We got when we do another league, niggas gonna have to we gonna have to go through a season in one day. Damn, I ain't do none of this shit. Yeah, I'm playing my Jazz. Hopefully they turned up. Hopefully we got no. Yeah, here you go. Man, why not? What's wrong with him? Man, that's because I ain't know what I was doing, bro. I started figuring that shit out. I started figuring that shit out, bro. 2 seasons. Well, nah, I beat Maine. I beat Maine. Yeah, I beat Maine. I beat that nigga, boy. Yeah, he be salty as hell. Yeah, he on niggas' heads, man. Yeah, he just beat somebody, nigga, 30 something to 7, 40 something to 7. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, oh, wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You right about that one, bro. Can't mess up niggas' stats, man. That shit changed the game. Man. That bitch be going fed. Nah, I ain't say he was him, but
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Jags and the Raiders, and it's coming right up on EA Sports. Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end you doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end you, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up.
Oh, ooh, them gonna be bangers. I can't wait to see my team.
First down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. 3rd and 9.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way! 73 yards! Touchdown, Vegas! Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. We had a chance to sit down with him the other day. One thing was very clear. He was not happy about having that blemish on the stat line, the interception. Now, it didn't change the outcome of the game. It certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume he's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Not much there. Maybe a yard. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Great tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Duvernay in motion. Once again, it's Etienne. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Jacksonville. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And he will go all the way. Evan Ingram, touchdown Jaguars. It's his 4th touchdown of the year. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Lowby. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. of the gun. He'll throw. That is brought in at the 10. Pick up a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they forced a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, Lawrence. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third and long. Now Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. Still on the move. And he will dive into the end zone. 86 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Second down and 3. They'll run. This is Mason. He gets close to the yellow line. Tackle made at the 46. Here's third down and a few inches. A run. And here's Mason. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Not much. Second and long coming up. Lawrence now. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Foye Oluokun with the play.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard. From the 50. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Etienne now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
To throw is Lawrence. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. Reality.
Powering forward. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. This one taken in by Chenault. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it once more with ETN. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and long. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. That's the safety, Von Bell.
So we saw in the first half that they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Handoff here. Third and a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raider first down.
The Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll stick with him again. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Josh Hines Allen there on the tackle. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Dylan Lobby. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Now Etienne into the secondary, past the 40. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll try left side with Etienne. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. They go play action for Lawrence. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to it. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on their tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
So second down, and they'll run it. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. On play action, he'll set. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll throw out of the gun. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need one right now. Third and long. He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This run straight ahead for Etienne. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's caught! And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Pass interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Raiders' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll look to throw yet again. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Back to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack. Gonna need a big play now, 3rd down and long. And he's gonna go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field, and they're getting closer to a 2nd win on the season. All they got to do is hold on here, and a good drive right now would help. They'll start it 1st and 10. The carry here for ETN. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's ETN. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. They'll run it here with ETN. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Tucker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And now the Raiders faced with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Mason. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll go back to Etienne on first down. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now 4 seconds left, and we get a timeout call. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end,
Here we go. Stop! On 1, ready? Stop! Gun! Stop! Terrible! Here we go! Stop! On 1, ready? Stop! Let's get set! Terrible! Here we go! Stop! Here we go. Start. On 2. Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. On 2, ready? Start. Gun, gun. Dot. Dot. Here we go, here we go. White 80. Let's get set. Dot. Here we go. White 80. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. Here we go. 42. Here we go. Dot. Gun, gun. Dot. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. Let's get set. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. Here we go. Dot. Here we go. 180. Gun, gun. Dot. Dot. Here we go, here we go. Dot. On one, ready? Dot. Get set. Here we go. On one, ready? Dot. On one, ready? Dot. Here we go, here we go. On one, ready? Dot. we go. Dad! Here we go. On one, ready? Gun, gun. Dad! Here we go, here we go. Dad! Let's get set. Here we go. Dad! On one, ready? Dad! Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. On one, ready? Dad! Gun, gun. Dad! Here we go, here we go. Let's get set. Dad! Here we go. Dad! On one, ready? Dad! Here we go, here we go. Dad! Here we go. On one, ready? Dad! Here we go. On two. Dad! On two, ready? Dad! Gun, gun. Dad! On one, ready? Dad! Ready? And action. Ready, ready. Go. Shut up. Hut, hut. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go, here we go. Right in. Let's get set. Right in. Here we go. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. One, ready? Start. Gun. Start. 180. Here we go. Start. Let's get set. Start. Here we go. Start. On one, ready? Start. Here we go. Here we go. Start.
Hey, my boy, you can't hear me, my boy? You can't hear me, my boy?
Back in September, the Colts dominated their first matchup against the Jaguars. Can Jacksonville avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top flight.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return, and he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's May. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, May with it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
From midfield now, Burrow. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now they go play action now. Burrow completes it to Evan Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Burrow looking to pass. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. To throw, it's May. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Looking to throw, May. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Joe Burrow and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll give this to Wright, running right. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Burrow on play action. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
11, 11, 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's now third down and 1.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing here is May. That is caught, and he's out right at the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To the air, May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll throw with May. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that
The
means
O-line.
he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go.
Second and 1.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Dot. 11, mighty. Dot.
Here's Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
On 2, ready?
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Dot.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Right. Will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the Tennessee Titans. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
From the shotgun, it's May.
On the move to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
ETN up the middle.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Wright.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 common.
Now it's Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 63 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running left is Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Burrow will throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Deshaun Hand. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's May. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
And Walker once more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11. Here we go. Stop.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good. For another Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Down to the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indy set to go on offense once more. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's May. 5
yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Jaguars offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been... First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hand off here to Walker.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Slide for the PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the tight end goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, May with it. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And our ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Colts offense and Drake May headed back onto the field.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11. Stop.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next